Hi, I'm Hugh, and in this video I'm merging competitors' logos together. Some of them against their will, most of them. And some actually work surprisingly well. The first pair is Tinder and Bumble. Match made in matching hell. My first idea was to take Tinder's flame and stick it onto Bumble's logo with the beehive. But that felt like a pretty toxic way to represent love, considering that's literally how people smoke bees out of a hive. You know. My second idea was to Tinderize the bee. Tenderize? I mean make a bee on fire. Make a fire bee. That's right, make a fire bee. Somehow I thought Bumble used to have a bee on its logo, but after some googling it turned out it's another Mandela effect. Psych. But I thought this idea sounded cool, so I felt like I had to go with that. So the plan was to use the bee as the base, then turn its wings into Tinder's flame shape. I dropped a fitting bee logo, redrew the outline using basic shapes. Apparently the size of a bee's stinger doesn't matter. I mean, as long as it's still leaving a toxic mark. Next, I moved over to Tinder's logo to make the wings. Here I wanted to make a flame out of a bunch of circles, so I just traced the flame with pen tool. It also gives you nice clean curves. Then I copied it over and replaced the bee's wings with it. As for the background, I made a honeycomb shape, but at this point it started feeling way too Bumble and not nearly enough Tinder. So I switched to Tinder's color palette and added the signature pink gradient. After that, I tilted the bee so it looked like it was actually flying with those wings, rather than sitting still. Well, looks like this app actually works, because it just matched. You and me. Aw. Anyway, I'm keeping this thing going because there are still 5 more logos pairs longing to be united. Or not so much, like the last pair. But we'll get to that. So on to our next pair of competitors, Netflix and HBO. This one's a little trickier because both logos are basically just the company name. Boring. Although HBO did manage to make theirs a little more special, so I used it in my design too. Since things used to be better, I went digging through their old logo designs for inspiration. Turns out one of HBO's first logos was actually shaped like a movie ticket. I liked that idea way more than the wonky O, so that's what I went with. I built the ticket shape first, then made it red. Can't forget about Netflix after all. Next up was the text. For that, I downloaded the HBO font, which is called Max Sans. This might get my HBO subscription revoked, but apparently HBO stands for Home Box Office and not Hour Long But Overrated, so I went with a creative Netflix box office. Remember when I said text-only logos were easy and boring? Yeah, forget that. Getting the same 3D look as the old Netflix logo took way more work than I expected. Last step, adding the little details to the ticket. One of the original HBO ticket logos had the numbers 0 through 9 printed on it. Very creative. So I copied that too and dropped them right where they belonged. Phew, just imagine how much this subscription would cost. Good thing subscribing to this channel is still free. What a deal. Huh? Alright, pair number 3. Target and Walmart. Their logos are made from the simplest shapes possible. Walmart has the spark and Target, well, has a target. But the spark has a complex, diverse, complicated meaning. That's so deep. So I kept the spark in its original shape. I stacked it on top of the target, adjusted the sizing until they lined up, then added an outline around the spark for a better silhouette of the new logo. What's left is kind of a Rorschach test. Let me know in the comments. Do you see a star, a flower, a ship's wheel, or something completely different? By the way, we're officially halfway through. Only 3 pairs left. But this next pair, I really don't want to merge. It's NASA and SpaceX. Technically they're partners, but we've all seen how Elon treats his partners. One is a logo that symbolizes the split between aeronautics and space exploration. Another is just the name. The idea is pretty simple. Keep everything that's already great about NASA's logo, so like 99% of it. Cause let's be honest, this logo is sick. Then just squeeze in as little as possible from the SpaceX's X. I started tracing the X using NASA's red V-shaped swoosh as a guide, then cleaned up the uneven parts by hand. Next, I rounded out the bottom of the X so it would match the end of NASA's orbital swoosh. The only problem was, the orbit line absolutely refused to wrap around SpaceX. Since when does orbital physics care about brand reputation? Long story short, I just dragged the points and direction lines until it was done, and added a spaceship that left this line. Yeah, the dot is the spaceship, but seriously, I really hope this channel is the only place you'll ever see this collaboration. After that logo, I needed to blow off some steam, so naturally I destroyed Google with a Minecraft mod. That's how adults deal with stress, which is the perfect excuse to introduce our second to last pair, Minecraft and Roblox. What do these two have in common? Roblox's logo symbolizes building blocks, creativity, open-ended play, blah blah blah. Basically the same thing as Minecraft, just for Gen Alpha. Roblox's logo looks kinda more interesting, a little mysterious, a little avant-garde, so I'll use Roblox for composition, but rebuild it using Minecraft materials. I started with Minecraft's metal texture because the Roblox logo already looks metallic anyway. Then I added a glass block, resizing it a few times until it matched Roblox's cutout exactly. I also tilted the metal logo a few degrees until it matched the original angle. A window just looks kinda sad when there's nobody behind it, right? So I went looking for something to put behind the glass. If you're overstimulated, this is a great opportunity for both of us to just stare at Minecraft landscapes for a second. In the end, I went with a creeper. It's probably the most recognizable thing in Minecraft, so I dropped the picture right behind the glass cutout. For the background, I picked obsidian. Normally it opens a portal to the nether. Yeah, that feels like a very accurate metaphor. It looks like something I downloaded from a sketchy pirate website, and I kinda love it. Now it's finally time for the last and the hardest combo in this video. Meet McDonald's and Burger King. Well, technically an older version of Burger King, which is more fun. So, McDonald's famous golden arches. The letter M symbolizes mother's nourishing breasts. I'm sorry.
What?
Anyway, I tilted the, breast, aka the letter M, so it'd match the angle of the Burger King text. Then I had an idea. What if I turned the top burger bun into the shape of the letter M, and right in the middle, I added a name that sounds suspiciously like a rapper who has 37 monthly listeners on SoundCloud, McKing. Next, I changed the M to blue so it'd match the little blue crescent from the Burger King logo. Renaming layers when I'm basically finished, my favorite hobby. Then I added the highlights from the original Burger King logo, although white spots on burger buns are a little concerning. And right when I was basically done, I suddenly decided the logo needed to be wider, so I made the M bigger. Now all I left was one tiny detail. Draw one perfectly straight, sharp end of the damn letter M. I lost count of how many tries it took, but I got there in the end. After making the logo wider, I had to redraw the buns too, so they'd actually fit the new shape. The most cursed combo of the entire video. I created breast-shaped buns called McKing, and that's all 6 logo mashups. No idea if these would have ended the brand wars, or started even bigger ones. Either way, let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. And also watch this.